We got ourselves Team 2 together with Athel, man. How you doing, my guy? Oh, he's got himself the full Maw Forged. Is that fair to say this is a Maw Forged set? Pretty cool looking. We got ourselves Tagsy as more of that affliction. We got ourselves Zara Kania. Demonology. I want to say buy the artifact weapon, but artifact weapon is not really a thing anymore. And that's gonna be Zavo. Actually, it looked like that the pet was almost like a hat for you. Zavo as a feral druid, but copy Finn. This is gonna be first up as an elemental shaman. He's got himself the Morphord set. I like the way that thing looks. Trying to see if he can change some dots together with the pets. So it's gonna be Wolf on the team 2, on team 1. On team 1, we also got ourselves Crom, we got ourselves Kajix, we got ourselves Christ Bad, as well as Anto. Wait, is that basically Krager's team? Did you just like take some people from Krager's team and put them into Anto's team? Is that what happened? Because Kajix just was in Team Krager or in Team Alex. I can't remember. Either way. I guess so. Gonna be Kyrian dropping down for Wolf with a Panda in cap, and that's gonna be Copyfin rotating a Hex, and Hex is gonna be DR'd because the Panda in cap is on the same in cap effect. They're both incapacitated. It's gonna be a big old light lasso onto Wolf. Got himself that pet sack, and that's gonna be a trap waiting for Copyfin. I'm not really sure if he will to walk forward or backwards for trap to trigger. Gonna be fake transfusion onto all these pets, and Copyfin is just blasting all these pets, trying to get himself a little bit of a heal. And it looks like Wolf got himself plenty of chase here. As Copy's actually a little bit behind, trying to go for a big heal while running with Spirit Walker's Grace. Gonna be that intro by Wolf. Could still go for a little bit of a healing, trying to see if he can get himself quite a few heals in there, maintaining that health bar as best as they can. And Wolf is still just continuing to advance a Copy. I do wonder if Copyfin already used the Earth Elemental wall. Gonna be a light lasso on the main pet, or maybe one of the pets of Wolf. It looks like Copyfin maybe even focusing down on the pets instead of the hunter for the time being. Trying to see if he can trap the pets in that totem. Wolf actually taking the time out of his day to break the totem just to make sure his pets can actually get out of it. This man's damage is going to be all by pets, and Copyfin controlling these pets with stuns. Actually, it's quite a substantial amount of damage lost for Wolf, which is very, very interesting. Because normally, I don't remember Beastmaster Hunters ever really just using the pets. I usually remember it's just being pets, a little bit of damage only once they're frenzied, and maybe kill commands. Usually when they go into the execute, like when they reset. But nowadays, the pets themselves actually do substantial damage. Copyfin taking a couple of those Cobra shots to the face, get himself his own pet up and running with the Earth Elemental. Couple of dead dinos that Wolf might have found through archaeology, if this was like a RP sense. Just an archaeologist found himself, put them together, and Copyfin with that fire elemental. Which one of these pets are going to be stronger? Stun into Wolf. Does have cooldowns rolling. Looks like that is going to be his full CDs up and running. Stun into Copy. Knock back on all the pets. As the Kyrian arrow come down, that's going to be lots of damage onto Copy. Trying to see if he can Night Fae out of the wall is rolling. And just trying to see if he can catch up a heal or two. It looks like the Kyrian arrow no longer has that line of sight aspect at the moment. Gonna be Wolf actually get himself caught in that totem. Can line of sight, is gonna pull this pet just to make sure to take down the totem. And Copyfin now was able to recover a little bit of healing while the hunter was stuck. Let's try to see if he might be able to turn this around. Got him some big Earth Shocks. Freezing Trap waiting for him. Wolf not in a great help position. Actually, Trinket out of that lasso could still be really bad. That's going to be Copy with a Fate Transfusion interrupted on Nature. Copy, though, getting turned around as they're trying to escape the hunter. Just taking a kill shot in the back of the dome. That is unfortunate. Wolf accidentally picking up the eyes, unless he meant to pick up the eyes. Zava is charging right at him. Does he see Zava? Hopefully he saw him. Looks like he didn't. Gonna be a pet sack immediately. Wolf with a feign death for a second. Needs himself healing any kind of health he can get. Wolf does have exhilaration. And Zava is gonna try to see if he might be able to walk right at the hunter. It's gonna be freezing trap with a flare. Wolf recovering quite a bit of health. Scare Beast on the Zava continues to see chain. In cap into a disorient effect, which I believe Scare Beast is disorient, which is it's a fear. I believe those two don't DR. So Zava, all he had to do is power shift out of cat form, but he's staying in there. Gonna go for that Ursos, try to peel those pets back, recovering with a rejuve and a swift man on himself. Leaping at Wolf, actually caught a restyle somehow. With a badge, big Convoke coming out. Is that the Minute Convoke or is that the, I guess we'll find out in a minute, right? I guess we'll find out in a minute. Was that the Minute Convoke or was that the normal Convoke? Because I think this man might be running that Minute Convoke. That's going to be another fear by Wolf onto your boy Zavo, who doesn't sit that for long at all, tricking it out of it. Maim available by Zavo, looking to pop some damage while it's available, just taking the damage from the pets by Wolf, and just trying to see if he might be able to get those shreds in. Try to get the dots in. Barks is available. Massive damage to run by Wolf though with that Kyrian setup. Oh my god. As soon as that wall came down, Wolf had the resonant arrow down on the ground. Got the pets in there. Kill command. Getting the pets to sick at the boy. Athaman, speaking about the other boy. Eating a freezing trap, adaptation, busting him out immediately. Gonna be a turtle out of Wolf. Using that one really, really early. Slows up for Athel. How do you slow through turtle? Did he slow through turtle or so before turtle? Big blind into Wolf. Trick inside of it. Stun into Athel. No way for Athel to break out of it. Will not have access to the human Rachel. As long as he's riding adaptation, I don't believe. Wait, does he? Wait. Does he? So normally, when you run a medallion trinket, your human Rachel gets put in a 1.5 minute CD. A minute 30. How does it work with the adaptation? Is that a 30-second CD or still a minute 30? Because if it's a minute 30, the basic Athel will never be able to use his human Rachel ever. Unless like a short stun and he trinkets it. Because that, or does it not count? Or does it not count? I actually do wonder. Is it just a normal 3 minutes then? Can you just use them back to back? That's actually a good question. I don't really know how it works, but also we don't really see a lot of people using adaptation like legitimately. 30 seconds? Oh, okay. Gonna be moved back and away from Athel. Hodge by the Paladin. Does he have full cooldowns? Athaman got a bit of damage, but not the full cooldowns. Wolf is gonna be able to survive it. Got his pets completely empowered. Actually, Athaman being a Paladin, he doesn't wake up ashes. These pets are not only beasts, but undead beasts. So they will get stunned by Ashen because Ashen will stun demons as well as beasts. And Athaman's like, oh, what? I didn't know that. I like some of the animations that people get frozen in. Athaman backing up behind the pillar. Shield of Vengeance is up. Gonna be Wolf going for a bit of first aid while the pets are back there just attacking Atham. That's gonna be Turn Evil on the pets. Those pets are undead, so there will be fear by Turn Evil. I wonder if that was Wolf's main pet or a side pet that got Turn Evil, because that's the pet that will be able to stun. Gonna be attempt by Athaman to go for a Ashen. But looks like there's going to be damage back for Wolf. Big damage on Athel. Could be a bubble out of the Paladin. Does get a stun onto the pets. Let's try to get some damage back into Wolf. Wolf has him in a kill shot away. Going to be that bubble out of Athaman. Does he go for Ashen? He could. Flashlights coming out for the Paladin. Big Word of Glory catching up. Nice crit on that. And that's going to be Wolf catching Athel in the freeze. Got his pets completely healed up. He is doing fantastic so far. Beastmaster Hunter just dominating. Blessing of Protection still available for Athel. Does not have a Shield of Vengeance. Does have wings. Could play it very defensively. Big blind onto Wolf. Drake inside of it. Hodge onto the Hunter. Does he survive this burst out of Athel? He's just trying to see if he can one-shot him. Going to be feign death for a second. Athaman got himself. Word of Glory's rolling. Needs Word of Glory's right now. Shackles him on addiction onto Wolf. Does he take him? That's just going to be a big old kill shot by a Wolf as the shackles come out. I think he tried to see if he could feign death, but he's like, wait, he's basically dead. Kill shot. And he's out of there. Side pet? Was it side pet? It's so hard to tell if it's the Hunter's main pet or his side pet. I think if you're actually in game and you've seen the UI, you could probably tell which pet is the main pet. Because that probably will be the pet that gets like healing, right? Wait, actually no, both of them get pet mend. I wonder if you can tell if it's a main. You probably can somehow, right? There's probably some sort of a buff on the pet that tells you like that's how you know it's a main pet, right? That has to be. I would imagine. Maybe, I don't even know really. But in this UI, it's impossible to tell. Wolf trying to get himself a big opener onto Taxi. Taxi popping in wall, trying to get his damage out in the opener. Mortal sending Wolf. Somehow he immunes that Mortal. Huh? Is that me, or did he actually just immune that Mortal? Carrying an ability, not really getting the big old hit. Resonant Arrow not really doing the work it needs to. Fear trying to come out for Taxi. Feign death by Wolf, and Taxi under quite a bit of pressure. Needs to dot up these pets. Got himself massive haze buff rolling. Gonna be a Fear onto the Wolf. If he can get himself a big old UA, Soul Rot, everything. Big old drain right after. Could be lots of health recovery for Taxi. Just trying to drain and drain and drain. Whether it's from the pets or from the Hunter, Taxi popping in the Dark Layer, who's going to be adding on to that extra damage from those dots. Going to be an interrupted Taxi. Could be really bad for the Warlock as Wolf is on the chase. Could be Taxi with that port. Does he have it available? If he has support available, could be perfect for him. Mortal Coil sent into Wolf with the Shackles of Malediction. This is going to go for Feign Death. Reflect out for Taxi in case Wolf, I think, does anything. Turtle Shell for Wolf. He disables it immediately. Taxi continue to just drain the pets. Port finally gives himself a moment to breathe and catch a drain life on Wolf. The pets are stunning, and Taxi actually in that line aside. The Hunter doesn't even need to get up there. Kill shot onto Taxi. The pets are doing work. The drain life does come out. And Taxi still has a little bit of mana to work with. You have 30% dampening though. It's gonna get pretty rough. That resident area around the corner. Wolf does have line of sight. Looks like Taxi is gonna go down. Wolf is set to go for a potential 1v5 on this duel. Can Zarakania interrupt his go? Gonna be a Tyrant up and running. Mortal Coil into Wolf, looking to drop him down with Soul Rod. Does Wolf have anything? Freezing Trap into Zarakania. Dodges the pets. Gets a Freezing Trap into Zarakania. Tyrant actually able to get a blast or two in there. Wolf at super low health. Just to find a way to peel these pets off of him. Double Felguard still sitting on him, still able to maintain healing on himself. A 33% dampening. Looks like Zarakania though, taking him out. Zara taking out the Hunter's potential 1v5. Antu is up next, charging at Zara, stun onto the Paladin. He's just gonna have to take a bit of this damage. Wait until he uses cooldowns until a little bit later. Zara got himself a hell of a workout out. That is a Paladin, as Zara just used a lot of his offensives. As for defenses, I do wonder what he's running. It also is hard to tell what Zara is playing in terms of talents. Do they even have an interrupt? Hard to tell. Do they have a reflect? Doesn't show. It only shows wall as well as Tyrant, which is a very, very slim pickings for cooldowns. I mean, it looks like Cry's bad. He has reflect, he has Mortal Coil. So Zara definitely has Mortal Coil. He did use it on the Hunter. He literally charged in and Mortal Coiled him. That is something you can't really see though. Antu swinging around the side, looking to land a couple of those judgments. Need to build holy power. Stun coming in by Zara, forcing Antu to trick it, stunning all the pets, but a fear running in the direction. So Zara, seeing his pets getting CC'd, you're just gonna pop some CC onto Antu, continuing to chain fear him and keep blasting him with demon bolts. Gonna be Shackles of Malediction, but he broke his own shackles. Was he trying to shackles the pet or Zara into a Mortal Coil onto Antu? Antu not in a fantastic spot as the Tyrant is looking at him straight into the face. Could be a bubble at him. Does Zara have an interrupt? He doesn't. Antu making a little bit of a misplay and pressing Blessing of Protection instead of bubble. Did Antu have a bubble? He didn't. That's why he pressed Blessing. He didn't even have a bubble. I'm not sure what he bubbled. He did, and he did the last thing he could. So that wasn't a misplay. He just pressed the one button that was left. For good, or for the better or worse. Kajix up next versus Zara. Double stun lock by these Felguards. And Zara looking to bail out of there for a second. And Kajix just getting barraged by all these pets. Demon Doggos, these Felguards, all doing work. You're just putting bleeds on him, potentially getting some energy out of him. Building some calm points. But for the most part, he's just getting beaten up all these pets. At least has a slow crippling poison to slow these pets down a hair. These pets are not letting him catch a reset. As there's going to be free damage for Zara. He's just letting those pets attack Kajix. He doesn't need to be there. These pets are going to do majority of the work. All these pets got empowered. All these pets got buffed. Demon Doggos in particular got buffed a little bit. Like 10% attack power, 10% attack speed increase or bite increase. Either way. Kajix in a reset next to Zara. Could sap him as Zara going for the eye. But looks like Kajix just going to back up out of them instead. Zara walking over the eye does actually pick it up. Sometimes when you walk over those eyes, it doesn't actually pick them up. But Kajix is going to be behind the pillar again with that Felguard, who is slowed, is not super tanky, throwing in the weapon, charging back to Kajix to catch up. The Demon Doggos are on him. Mortal Coil getting sent. Tyrant trying to come out, going to be Kiddish out onto Zara. It's going to be Kajix without Trinket anymore. Golgashada's animation burned really, really early. That Tyrant can still do a lot of damage. Shackles onto Zara. That Tyrant is going to catch him before he catches Zara, though. That Tyrant actually putting in work. Cromzad is going to be up next. It looks like it's really coming down to the wire. Can Zara, how can Zara continue playing so far? Crom leaping towards Zara. Already set at about half his health. Big old spear onto Zara. Crom going in for the most damage. I think it's going to be over. Zara almost making it back for his team. Just returning it, dude. Wolf with that 4. Zara with them 3. Fantastic set of duels there, boys. Fantastic competitors. Absolutely great, dude. Actually great. Ashen Hollow Red. Yo, Chris, don't be giving my boy Arthur any grief, man. He's been Ashen Hollow Red since the first season, dude, and he does fantastic with it. You know what I mean? It's not optimal for PvP, but he can get people.